Yeah. Welcome so much from wherever you're watching from. Of course, there is at the show whereby we bring you updates, not just local but global. Wherever you're watching from, maybe the diaspora all the way from diaspora in Kenya and everywhere else, a very special shout out to you. And today we are talking about unemployment, especially in Kenya. And why do people prefer just to go out to work outside Kenya? So without further ado, let's just dive into it by watching this video. Okay? Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, so there you go.
Mi nimechoka na maisha, na ukiniambia nijaribu, mi sitaki kusikia hivyo juu nimejaribu. Aya, tulianza na writing, nikajifunza academic writing, article writing, lakini nilikuwa nalipwa vibaya, natafuta DC sipati. Saa nikakaa hapo kwa kulipwa vibaya until I did its thing. Alafu nikaona haina haja ya kulipa vibaya, nikaacha. Haya, nikaanza kusearch skills zenye zinaweza nipea do mob. Nikaona software engineering, nikaenda nikafanya ile LX ya 1 year. Hiyo ya LX ya 1 year nikafanya 9 months software engineering, 70 hours a week. Nafanya 70 hours a week na code tu. Alafu nika specialize 3 months. Nikatengeneza projects. At least hapo nilipata internship. Lakini after that nafanya internship. Wanakulipa vibaya, tena wanakuambia urenew internship hata upati position ya place. Nikaacha, nikarudi home. Maisha ikakuwa ngumu. Nikakuwa hadi huka. Nilikuwa naenda huko Luxurious. Nauza ice, nauza crips, nauza sweetie. Lakini bado hata hizo vitu ndogo bado hata wanunue. Chris 20 bob watu wanakuambia unauza vibaya. Unajikaza, unapigwa na baridi. Kwanza vile last year Nakuru kulikuwa na baridi. Kasema vile last year kulikuwa na baridi, bado vitu haziendi. Alafu pia watu hawanunui. Saa mwezi mzima unaenda ati umepata 2k to 3k sales. Ukishanunua stock unabaki na punch. Nikaacha. Sasa nikasema nataka kutafuta kitu at least iko profitable. Nikajifunza kutengeneza vitu crafting, ndo nikaanza kuona unaweza tengeneza hairband, unaweza tengeneza maua. Sasa nikaona hii naweza fanya, nikajifunza. Kwanza come up na collection ya hairband zenye watu wanaweza tengeneza. Enye watu wanaweza tengeneza. Enye ni supu enye watu wanaweza buy. Nikaenda nikabuy ribbons. Nikatengeneza hizo ribbons kala zote. Hakuna mtu hajainunua hata kitu sistangu tu ndo ashainunua piece moja. Na hakuna mtu mwingine ashainunua kitu yoyote. Kasema basi acha nitengeneze maua na manibuke. Babangu akaniuliza sana nani akanunua. Kasema tu acha nitengeneze ni post. Hata Valentine's na kuja hakuna order nimepata. Nimeweka watu wanauliza bei. Hakuna kitu yenye mtu ananunua. So what am I supposed to do ndo at least nipate visibility, at least nipate sales. I don't want to try hard anymore. I don't want. Alafu pia vile naitaje? Vile niliona software engineering na I work especially nikafanya web. Vile nikajaribu kuswitch nikafanya data analytics, najua Excel, Power BI, najua nini ingine? Najua SQL. Alafu pia nikafanya AWS na Ajira. At least ilinibamba but sasa sipati naitaje? Sipati positions yenye naweza fanya ya AWS. Nimefanya pia Azure, nimefanya Linux, nimefanya networking. Niko na skills but sina place ya kushow hizo skills na apply jobs sipati. So sijui, lakini naweza taka kufanya cloud. Alafu pia sitaki kufanya DevOps sahi juu already nishafanya hizi vitu zingine na zi work out, sina nguvu ya kufanya DevOps. Lakini najua kuna Docker, najua kuna Kubernetes, najua kuna nini ingine? Najua kuna Prometheus ya monitoring, Grafana, niko na idea. Sasa uko na cloud platform ya cloud ama opportunity ya cloud naweza fanya. Sina experience lakini naweza fanya. Kama nimejifunza software engineering na pia nilikuwa na bachelor ya industrial chemistry na nilimaliza. Mimi si mjinga, ni sijajimarket tu poa ama sina hiyo visibility poa, na pia sina connections, hiyo ni kweli, na pia sina mabeshte wenye wanaweza nisaidia pia. Niko tu, lakini sitaki kuwa tu, nataka kitu poa, nataka hata mimi kulevel up. Watu wenye nilisoma nao kila mtu ako na job. Mimi niko tu, sina kitu ya kuonyesha. Kwanza nitasikia vibaya last ikiisha. Kitu yenye nilikuwa tu nakuonyesha nilikuwa hoka. Na hata pesa iko na make sense. Kanga kwa make thousands hata bado ningeendelea. Nataka at least pia vitu zi work out for me, you know. Nataka hata mimi ku experience the other side of the coin. Sitaki kustruggle kila siku. Nataka pia vitu poa. Alafu pia ni hizo story yenye watu nasemanga online za proxy. Nilibaingi 1 month go login, nikaangalia hizo websites zenye watu wanasema si as easy vile watu wana seem to be. Nilijaribu for 1 month. Alafu pia kuverify Google, kuverify TikTok. Bado najua unalipia 100 bob each verification. Nini ingine? Alafu naitwaje? Hizo vitu upati haraka. Alafu pia sikuwa najua hata ukipata payout, sikuwa najua vile unaweka kwa Pioneer. Alafu unaweka kwa PayPal yako at least upate do. Pia hiyo usiniambie sijajaribu. Nimejaribu kila kitu. Tunajua kitu. Ama kama unaweza nisaidia, nisaidie. Kama huwezi, usinisaidie. Lakini at least nimesema kenye iko kwa roho yangu. Hata mimi nataka kuhama. Kwanza nataka kuhama home. Environment ni toxic. Nataka kuhama. Nataka at least nikuwe na doo yangu. At least nataka kuishi kwa watu wengine. Ama kuishi kwa mtu. Sitaki kila siku tu na struggle. Na usiniambie pia niombe. Mamangu aenda kanisa kila siku na babangu amka saa 10 kuoga. Ameenda kanisa kila saa akaambia uombe, so usiniambie pia niombe. Nipe tu solutions. Na pia usiniambie nervous regulation. Kila siku ama sijui nervous system bad sijui nini. For the last 2 years nafanya breakfast kila siku na pia na workout na Saturday. So at least najaribu keep sane, but I still not getting it. I'm still rock bottom. So
what a painful story, ladies and gentlemen. Indeed, you've heard all her story, like how she just started. Venye amekuwa akianza nini akihustle, and then it's really so painful, really painful. So fast, seems like she has really tried a lot of things, and she has the experience, by the way. Yeah, she has just mentioned a lot of things that I even don't have idea about them. She has just mentioned about doing an internship. She has done hawking. She has done clouds. She has done coding. I mean, she has a lot of experience. And now the big question is, what's really happening? Why are many people jobless in Kenya? And yet the government is just here trying to convince people each and every day that they are releasing jobs in the job industry, yet people are suffering under the ground. You see? So hii ni tricky sana jo. Yani nimemwonea huruma actually. If I wish pia ningekuwa part of those people wenye wanafaa kumsupport. Unaelewa? What a painful story. Especially, you see, some companies for sure, they really take advantages of such freshers who are trying to penetrate the industry, who are new in the market. They really take advantages of them by just offering them like internship. And this internship is not even paid internship. Imagine you are waking up from your place. I don't know where you're living, but either way you're going to town. Waking up in the morning is not easier for those who are already in the employment. You already know what I'm talking about. You need to wake up, you need to prepare, you need to cook breakfast if you have to. You need to look for fare. While at work, you need to take breakfast if you didn't take breakfast from home. So I mean, you need money, unataka do, sindio? And another thing, you need to take lunch and you need the fare from the job all the way home. And getting home, you'll also need to have some dinner. Imagine, in this case, a company has just offered you an internship, unpaid internship, ladies and gentlemen. What are we really doing? Are we even human? Do we even try to think about those people we offer opportunities as internships? At least they need facilitation. Come on, they are just waking up each and every day, coming to your office. You are in fact overworking them. And in the end, you're not just giving them any facilitation. They expect to have a fare, a transport. They deserve to have breakfast, dinner, and lunch. But here you are, you're not facilitating them in any ways whatsoever, yet they are really delivering value to your business. So your business keep on thriving through their effort. On the other side, you guys are not really appreciating them in any ways whatsoever. You're not recognizing them in any ways whatsoever. I've seen such a companies. I've been as well in employment for some times. I think like 3 years ago, I actually, and another thing you guys need to know, in Kenya, no one is going to offer you a job directly. No one is going to hire you as an expert just once. No one is going to hire you as a professional just for once. They just bring in so many stories. Oh, you need to start as an internship, as an intern. You need to do internship with us for maybe a period of 6 months. And like, come on, half a year you're doing internship, unpaid internship. This is really unfair. If they see that you're someone who is a bit professional, but they are not sure about you, they are giving you also like a probation period. It's not like they're really giving you a job, an offer letter just for once. So I think Kenyan companies, we are really behind. I think we are really behind. We are frustrating our employees. We are frustrating our internships. We are frustrating everyone. I also joined a company, I think 3 years ago, just as an internship, as an intern. That's the opportunity that I was offered because I was also hopeless and helpless since then. By then, I just had no option. I had to join that company as an intern. But thank God, thankfully, the company at least facilitated me. At least in the end of the month, they paid me something. So I'm not in the position to complain in any way, since for me, it was just like a kind of paid internship. You understand? Even if it's just a 15K, 20K, 25K, 30K a month, at least in the end of the day, I know I'll just have my transport coming to the office. I'll at least buy some breakfast in town. I'll at least buy some lunch. After work, I have the transport back home, and back at home, at least I'll have some dinner, some money to buy dinner. So for me, I think it's really a different case. But being in the industry, especially having worked as a media personality and then later I ventured into business, I've been as well studying the market, especially in business, in digital business space. Companies are really, really taking advantages of people. They are misusing people, ladies and gentlemen. They only want value from you, yet they cannot give you any returns. I'm talking about the internship. And if they've just hired you as a professional, in this case, they are not going to afford you for sure. Me, I've seen companies, so many companies trying even to approach me and they are not able to afford me. And I'm also not willing to dedicate my time to someone who cannot afford me. Come on. If I'm asking you for instance, 80K or 100K or 150K, and you're just telling me something like 40K per month, there is, I have no time just to come to your office, stay from 8 all the way to 5 p.m. and then you end up giving me 40K. I'm not saying like 40K is not a good salary. It is, but now it also depends on the goals and also on the plans that someone is having, Yeah, I know so many people are being paid like a 40K salary, 30K salary, 50K salary, and they're really happy. So what I'm trying to say is, it will depend with you as an individual, But now, for some people who really know that they can deliver value or who have some experience about some companies, I'm telling you, they are not going to tolerate that kind of a nonsense that those companies are going to tell them, yeah, I've been in the industry for a while. I've seen people coming to the company, even they cannot even finish a single day. They just get away and go. First of all, they are able to tell there is a toxic environment. First of all, they can feel disrespected. I mean, in the end of the day, sometimes you guys need to reach a point to understand that it's not all about money. I mean, it always has to start with money, but to some levels of professionals, it's not all about money. It's all about peace of mind. You understand? So people prefer, it's better for me just to be paid like 10K a month or 20K a month or 30K a month instead of me getting paid like 100K a month, 150K a month, and then with a lot of pressure. I mean, with a lot of pressure, with a lot of disrespect, you know, people keeping you in the office all through with a lot of just, how do they call, matusi, nini, nini. In the end of the day, you cannot even see the value of that money. I mean, okay, for some professionals, it's not about money. It's now about the peace of mind. But now for starters, at least you need just some upkeep. Then as you keep on learning the industry, learning this and that, now it will also reach a time that you will come to tell that, oh yeah, it's true, it's not about money. How many people have you seen just leaving the companies and going out starting their own business? Don't think those people are silly. They are not stupid. In one way or the other, they worked for some companies, and what they experienced there made them to be who they are today, made them to start their own businesses, made them to do this and that. And when you see them today, they are really successful. Why? Because they never just they never allowed themselves to waste time at that specific workplace whereby they are being misused, they are being they are being what else? They are being micromanaged. You know, a lot is really happening. For that video that I've just played right there, it's really so painful that the girl, okay, for her, Bado, she has not been employed by any company, but I hope that even as she is trying to approach the market, she can get a good boss. That's all she needs. If she'll get a good boss, then everything else will just be okay. But as you've heard in that video, like, she has really tried internship. It wasn't a paid internship, so it means she really struggled. I mean, she's young. She's young as well. So she did internship. It never worked. She did hawking. I mean, trying to sell some stuff to people walking here and there. Yeah, it also never worked. What else? Like, she has tried really a lot of things. She has tried to advance her skills here and there. She has the certifications, but now she doesn't have the job. And what she just said is she doesn't have the job because she believes like she doesn't have that visibility. You know what I'm saying? And now this brings us to another big question. As a job hunter, as a job seeker, do you really need to have visibility for you to be hired? If you need to have visibility, what kind of visibility do you need for you to be hired? For me, okay, just let me know. Let me know on the comment section. Or if you really need a job, do you need to bribe someone to give you a job? So a lot is really happening in the industry. So for her, according to her painful story, is she has been really trying to make both hands meet, but it's quite difficult. So that's why, ladies and gentlemen, as you're watching this right now, never mind to take a second and just give her an advice on the comment section. That's what she needs. That's what she requested. Please advise her on what she's really supposed to do going forward. And another thing as well, she talked about connections. Do you believe, of course, in Kenya, the slogan is, you need to have a connection. Without connection, no job. But now, what kind of connection are we talking about? Yeah? Some people are being misused in one way or the other for them to be hired or for them to have jobs. Have you not heard of such a stories here and there? They are, right? Especially when it comes to ladies. Especially when it comes to ladies. And there is really unfair. Personally, I've seen it happening not once, not twice, not thrice, so many times. So ladies, I mean, it's really so heartbreaking when you hear like people talking about that. So what she's trying to request like now is a solution. What is she supposed to do? What's the next move? What's the next steps for her? At least she just said she also want to live like other people, at least having her own money. And another thing she also mentioned about is about her home. Her home now is becoming toxic. Well, she didn't break it down toxic in which manner, because maybe parents are giving her a lot of pressure. You need to look for a job, you need to go to you need to get married, something like that. So I mean, what she said is that home is toxic. So if home is toxic, she really needs a solution. At least she needs to get maybe even a basic job paying 15 to 20K, something like that, so that she can just secure her own place, something like that, so that at least she can start right from there. So let her know in the comment section what was the next move. What does she really need to do so that at least to have something better. Your advice may save a life, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so forgetting about her just a little bit, putting her story a bit aside, let me again play this video, then tell me what you think about it. There you go, there you go, there you go.
Siku utaanza kupeana ni hivyo. Like hakuna siku mtu mwingine ataikupatia kazi tu hivyo, because also you know people talk. So akisikia mtu atauliza wewe ulipatia nani akakupatia kazi, ikikuja kwangu ndio nataka tuangalie qualifications. Nani panda. So vumilia tu. Yeah.
Kabisa. Mtu wangu nimelani kitu.
Yeah. So for her, she's saying, you already had her, right? What she's saying is, especially for ladies, you know, just as the previous lady that we discussed about, now maybe someone can just show up and then tell her, hey, you can just come to work for me, Sindio. So, but now before you coming to work for me, there's something you need to do. And now here a lot of story comes in. You need to do this and that with me. You need to have we need to have sex, you know what I'm saying, for you to become my employee, for me to offer you that job, for me to do this and that for you. You see, there is what is in the industry right now. for the second video that I've just played is that lady is saying, once if you are a lady and you're looking for a job and some guy tells you, let's go have some sex, and then after that I'll give you a job. So as a lady, if you buy that, then you'll never escape it again. So you'll just do that with that man. Of course, he'll offer you a job, and those jobs never lasts. Maybe it will just last for some months, and then she already had some good time with you, so she no longer values you in any ways whatsoever. So if she needs just to fire you, he can fire you anytime. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it happened. That lady is saying, once you start doing that in the industry, that this guy is asking for you to sleep with him to offer you a job. When this job ends, you're not going to stop there. Again, you'll go to another guy. This guy also will tell you the same thing. Again, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to sleep with him for you to be offered that job. Again, this job will come to an end. Again, you'll go to another company. This boss will tell you, hey, you're looking beautiful, this and that. I'd like to work with you, but first, let's do this and that. You're going to sleep with him. So that's how your life will be like. You see? So that's why the lady on the radio said, as a lady, once you start doing that, it never ends. That's how you'll keep living. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, in the end of the day, when you look at it, it's really not that someone is willing to even sleep with someone to get a job. It's like that's the only option that they have. Imagine you sleeping hungry each and every day. You're not affording breakfast, lunch, or dinner. You're not affording even the pads, ladies. You're not affording this and that. And then someone here is trying to tell you, like, sometimes you have no option. You just need to sleep with them for them to offer you a job. I mean, sometimes you have no option. Okay, yeah, it's unfair, but now what else are you supposed to do? They say no pain, no gain. Others say in some Swahili, milango ingine iezi funguka hadi miguu ifunguke. This phrase is just for ladies. And I think it's really unfair for those bosses who do that. If you're really willing to help, just help. Just help and respect your employees, especially ladies. And then God will also bless you, will bless your business. Your business will grow. As you live helping others, not misusing others, God will also upgrade your businesses to the next level, ladies and gentlemen. So let's again check out this video, and we'll come and break it down further. There's another video right here, and this is what the guy said.
Ziko poa, kazi si unamalizia tu deposit na hivyo.
Guy.
Kuna client wengine wananingoja hapa, so
Sina doa zote. Sina doa zote sasa.
Ni sawa basi, utatuma tu basi, but nitakutumia before utatuma. Ati?
Siwezi kulipa in other way.
Hapana. Ni kutuma tu, nikumalizia tu hiyo nini deposit.
Hiyo balance si kubwa.
Najua si kubwa, but sasa hivyo tu ndo tunafanyanga huko.
Any other way?
Hatuwezi. Utamalizia tu, nitakutumia nini? Nitakutumia picha after nini basi, after umenimalizia. Si iko sawa?
Acha nifikirie.
Sawa basi
So, ladies and gentlemen, while other ladies are uncomfortable to even offer themselves to sleep with men for them to get job opportunities or this and that, while other ladies are uncomfortable about that, other ladies are okay with that. They just want, I mean, you really know what I'm saying. While other ladies are like, no, I cannot sleep with you for you to offer me a job. Elsewhere, other ladies are just okay. Like, let's go down, let's sleep together, then you give me that job. You can see even for the video that has just played, that guy is a photographer, right? He took some images of that lady, and now that lady didn't pay like the full amount of money. And then the guy was like, yo, pay me the balance, and then I just need to go because I have another gig. And then the lady is like, hey, I don't have money right now. Is there any other way that I can pay you? Come on, ladies. What are you really talking about? So the lady is asking the guy, he's telling the guy, I don't have the money right now. So is there any other way that I can pay you? So which other ways or which other way was this lady or this girl referring to? You can just conclude that by yourself. So this is what we are talking about. As much as we are trying to say this and that is bad, but elsewhere some people are enjoying that thing, that stuff. So it's really heartbreaking how things are really happening. And now this has just become a trend. Like ladies can just do this and that, and then they are like, don't worry, I'll pay you in another way. So other ladies are like willing to sleep with you. And now this also brings us to another big question. Are these ladies who are always ready to sleep with other guys? I mean, are they really safe? Something like that? Because do they really respect themselves? Are they really professionals? I mean, is this their work? I think there are a lot of questions that we can really ask about that, like for ladies who are just freely offering themselves to offer sex to guys for opportunities and something like that. So ladies and gentlemen, as much as we are campaigning that this thing has to stop, especially in a corporate world, elsewhere, this stuff is happening. And now it will also depend with some guy. I'm not saying all guys are into ladies, are into offering services, and then when ladies say, oh, we don't have money, then they can go down and sleep with them. Not all guys are like that. Other guys are really professionals. They respect themselves. Other guys have families. Other guys cannot really do that. Like the video I've just played, that guy, I think he is a professional photographer. He was boldly able to tell that guy that I'm not interested with you paying me in another way. I'm not interested in sleeping with you for you to pay me the rest of the money that I took you photos of. You see, some guys are really respecting themselves in that way, and that's what we're really campaigning about, you know. Anyways, let me know what you think on the comment section, ladies and gentlemen. Is this fair that ladies are willing to go down with men, to smash with men, so that can cover what they are supposed to pay? So let me know in the comment section. On the other side, let me know, Is it okay? Not just sex. We are not talking about sex or other people. They are like, yo, you need to give me some money for me to link you with this kind of a job. Have you tried looking for a job? By any chance, you met someone telling you like, yo, for you to get that job, I know the boss, I know everything, I know the management. Sasa ndo ni kuconnect, just give me like maybe 5K, give me like 10K, and then you'll get that job. Have you ever tried to bribe someone, or has someone ever tried to bribe you to get a job? Okay, have you ever heard something about that in the industry, especially in the corporate world? So let me know, do we need to bribe for us to get the jobs that we deserve to? Let me know on the comment section. If you're an HR officer, the better. But I also know not all HRs are HRs. Others are just HRs, human resources, just by the title. I'm not going to talk a lot on that topic, but let me just know, could you bribe someone to get a job opportunity? If yes, let me know. If no, let me know. Also, let me know the comment why you cannot do that. So let's also check out another video right here. Then we'll also break it down. And you tell me what you think about it. Check out this guy.
Walai, kama kuna job sitawahi sahau yenye nilifanyanga nikaona hii vile inanipeleka, either nitakufa haraka ama kuna vile tu nitakuwa tu mgonjwa tu design fulani. There was a time nilikuwa nafanya kwa shisha lounge, ni place wase walikuwa wanakam, nika hoteli bus, kulikuwa na place ya shisha, ni hapo hivyo Unga House iko Westlands. Hiyo busy ilikuwa na hiyo side nyingine, hiyo side ya nyuma ya Unga House. And I tell you, unajua kwa flavors za shisha kuna different flavors. Kuna mint, kuna double mint, kuna pineapple, kuna blueberry, kuna purple mint. Yani kuna all those kinds of flavors. So imagine customer akikuja, unachukua hiyo flavor, unaenda unaiset kwa ile nyungu, unaweka makaa, unafunika na aluminium foil, alafu unaivuruta hadi ikuwe soft, ndio pelekee client. So let's say the first customer alikuwa ni wa double mint. Umeenda, umewasha, umevuruta hiyo double mint, umempelekea. Mtu wangu, hiyo kichwa, umerudi, customer mwingine amekuja anataka labda bana nini flavor ya blueberry, umemwashia blueberry, umevuta. Unajua kwanza wakati inaanza ni strong, umevuta imekuwa soft sana, unapelekea nani? Unapelekea customer. And I'm tell you, nikikwambia hakuna mfanyikazi kwa hiyo shisha lounge alikuanga sober, because hiyo kazi ilikuanga very hectic health wise. Tulikuwa na McDo, lakini yani unavuta shisha mtu wangu, different flavors, hadi baadaye tu nasikia tu kichwa ni kama imechacha. Umeshasikia ni kama kichwa inafanya sijui design fulani kila siku. So like today umeonja ma 10 flavors, kesho umeonja 15 flavors, kesho ingine umeonja juu. Uko kazi kila siku na lazima customer akikuja unamwashia. Lakini hiyo kazi nilichapanga sijui ilikuwa ni miezi 2 ama miezi 3. Nikaona hapana, juu nilikuanga nashindanga nikiwa TI everyday, nikiwa Jaba everyday, nikiwa Mandom everyday, ndio umanage hiyo kazi. But nikachapa miezi kama 2 hivi, nikatoka. But I forget Unga House, hapo hivyo Unga House Westlands, hiyo shisha lounge nilikuwa hapo hivyo ground floor, hiyo uko hivyo nyuma backyard. Tulikapitianga walai, lakini bado tuko tunasukuma tu.
So, ladies and gentlemen, like because there are no jobs in Kenya, so it forces some other guys, like now the guy who is speaking right now, it forces some other guys to just do any job, just any job, for them at least to make the hands meet. And as per the experience that you've had, he was working in a shisha lounge, something like that. And for regardless who you are, you need to make it work for your client. So as he's saying, I mean, it wasn't really enjoyable. It was very toxic. It contributes to health. It affects the health, you know. So why is he doing all this? Because there are no job opportunities in Kenya. If he had a better opportunity, I don't think he could have just gone to that kind of a job, like, you know what I'm saying? So because there are limited job opportunities here in Kenya, especially for male professionals. You see, as male, we just say we can do anything. If it's just building or mjengo, we can just do that. If it's selling this and that, you can do that. If it's doing this and that. I mean, for male, at least we are bold enough to come out and just try anything else. But what about ladies? When it comes to ladies, it's a different thing. You see, for male professionals, for you to get a job, no female boss is going to tell you that come be my boy and I'll offer you a job opportunity. It's really rare, very rare. But for ladies, that's where the term mbabas comes in. Why is he mbabas? Because he can provide everything for her, right? He's mbabas to her because he linked her with a job somewhere. So that's why it doesn't end there. That's why you need to, you know what I'm saying? So some jobs we don't really work on them because we want to. It's because of the experience that we have. I mean, and also it's because we don't have any other options, you know. Because if you had a better option, you're not going to really work where you're going to suffer. You're not going to work where you're going to affect your health. You're not going to work in a toxic environment. You're not going to sleep with your boss for him to offer you a job opportunity. I mean, now it's time we start talking about job creation. It's true, it's evidence. There's no job in Kenya unless otherwise. Either way, let's see what can we do? What's the solution? The government cannot be accountable anymore. No one is going to trust this kind of a government. You know what I'm saying? So let me know, do you really need to bribe someone for you to get a job? Be it a lady, be it who you are, is it okay for you to bribe someone or to bribe a certain connection for them to connect you to a certain job? So let me know in the comment section. Then when we come back, we'll also get to break it down. So let me play you yet another video right here and see, hear what this lady is talking about. There you go.
Kenyan companies, especially the small companies, what is this obsession you guys have with making your employees suffer? What is this? Because tell me why. I applied for a job, a finance role, because I majored in accounting, and that's what I do. I actually even did an extra course for it because that's what I wanted to pursue. Nimeenda for the interview. We have discussed finance things. Na tukaona vitu zenye mimi najua ndo Kenya wanahitaji. They call me back and tell me, oh, you got the job, come on this day. Mimi ni that day, jana hadi, suit up, nimevaa smart, very ready for the new year, new job, new beginnings. Very excited. nafika huko wananiambia it's a manufacturing company. Wananiambia so let's go around as you see how the company works. I'm like, oh cool, because I just don't know how things are manufactured. We go around, they show me all the departments, nini, whatever. Then they tell me, so for employees when they start working here, all the employees, they have to start working manual job, the manual work in the production area. So you will go through all the departments and work for them for like 2 weeks for you to familiarize with the company's products. Hey, was I understanding the concept of what that person was saying? No. Nikasema okay. Hey, let me start. Nikaanzishwa hapo kwa branding. I'm like, oh, it's not bad. Nikapelekwa sasa kwa the production itself. My Jesus. Hey, nilitoka hapo na blisters. My hands were hurting, my back was aching because now you are standing the whole time. In the afternoon, already by lunchtime, nilikuwa najua hapa. This is not what I signed up for. This is not what we had discussed. Kajua tu hapa iende mahali. Nikatoka hapo, nikaenda lunch. Kurudi, nikaenda kwa the HR office at lunchtime. Nikamwambia, I don't get why I'm doing this job. And this is not what we discussed. This is not what we even interviewed for. This is not the role I applied for. So I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, but let us wait for the main HR so that you can talk to her. Like, okay. In the afternoon, nikarudi tena, nikapeleka on the side of packaging. Sasa, on the side of the packaging, there's these machines they're using, which they're emitting heat. And also a certain smell that was giving me a severe headache. Jesus. We start now loading things to their wherever they were placing them. Kai, the blisters that I had gotten in the morning, sasa zinachomeka. Sasa they are now like tearing up. Sasa I am feeling like literal pain. And remember, I'm still standing the whole time. Hey, Aki hapo nilijua tu hapa. This is not what Ata kama I want a job, ata kama I want money, why are you dehumanizing me? And then what the part that was making me become so frustrated was the fact that they did not even say such a thing. In the interview, they were so vigorous, and they were vigorous only on the finance staff. They did not mention that there's going to be something like this. And they are so demanding on what they want from me. So why would they then manipulate me into working the labor? And I'm not saying the ones who are working the manual labor that's a bad job they're doing. So it's okay. But them, they knew. They applied for that and they knew that's what they're signing up for. Me, I did not sign up for that. That is not what I wanted. Oh my God. Aki Kenyan companies, do better, manzi. I don't know who trained you that suffering is equal to productivity, because it's not. People can be productive without you needing to make them suffer physically or emotionally. Do better. Sasa leo nilikuwa nimeenda to take my things back because I had left some things yesterday, and also like to actually finalize and tell the HR that no, this is not what I signed up for, and see if they can change their mind. But no, wameshinda kiniambia, you know, that's the culture, everyone here has done that, so doesn't matter where you do that. Bro, you can, like, it's okay, things have been done like that, but you can look at what has been going on and see there's a fault in it and rectify it. No, because come out same at the time, what will I say? An example, like now in the society aspect, there's some things that have been done, like kama young marriages, zimekuwa happen from kitambo. But when people saw the fault in it, they changed it and rectified it. So that cannot be your excuse. And then another thing they were telling me, to be trained to teach you discipline. Jesus! Nimeenda shule, nikajitafuta an extra course nikafanya. Nimefanya yoyote bila discipline. Nime apply for jobs, nimeenda interviews. Nimefanya yoyote bila discipline.
Yeah, so that is her, and about her experience. So she was hired in a company, and those companies, as I told you, they keep on just misusing their employees, you know. They hire employees, they frustrate them, they do that in that, I mean, they do this and that in the name of just productivity. But come on, as she just said, there's no single day you can translate or you can compare or you can assume that suffering is equals to productivity. No ways. So I think companies, you bosses, you managers, please be human. Stop. You have to stop this kind of a nonsense of misusing people's efforts, of misusing people's talent in the workplace. I mean, if somebody just applied to be this and that, if somebody applied to be a videographer, let them do the work which is within their docket. Don't let don't start, overworking the videographer to stop doing videography, to start doing photography, to stop, to again start doing social media management, to again start doing video editing, to again start doing, I think, customer care service or something like that. Hire with purpose. You see, what you hire attracts the right candidate. If you place on your artwork, on your job advert, that you are looking for someone who can do photography, who can do videography, who can do video editing, who can do social media management, who can do content creation, then let them know on that job ad. Then someone will come prepared, knowing I am multi-talented, I can do all this that you said in your job ad. But just leave alone this nonsense of just advertising for a videographer or a photographer or a social media manager. In the end of the day, you end up telling them that now you're going to do this and that and that and that. And you know what? Those extra roles doesn't come with a salary review. And this is also another topic. I think we need to break it down on another day. Companies keep on just adding roles to employees without even considering their salary reviews as well. I've seen a good number of companies doing such, but I think for professional companies, please keep on being a good example to other unprofessional companies down there. So that lady, I think I agree with her. I've seen such experiences, people hiring you, and when you start, when you try to ask why you are engaging me on this and that, it's not part of my job description, and then they start telling you something like, there is culture, you came here to work, you came here to do this and that. Come on, ladies, come on, bosses, come on, managers. Until when are you going to waste a talent? Until when are you going to misuse people? I mean, companies, let me tell you today, guys, companies are not interested with you. You can be replaceable anytime. That's what you need to know. Companies are just after the value that you're going to add unto them. But either way, once I got sick at my workplace, and no one cared, man. No one cared. That's when I knew, okay. So I'm just here because you want me to deliver value. But when it comes to my health, when it comes to my personal stuff, you don't care. Okay. That was part of things which also contributed to me to resign and also start doing my own thing. So what's happening in the industry, it's really so painful, especially. But now another thing as well, there's nothing you can do about it. You can just stay in a certain work environment. It's very toxic, but you know what? You have no option. Unasema tu uko hapo tu juu ya pesa. You're just working. You're just there to get paid. Otherwise, if you get a better opportunity, you're no longer going to keep on staying there. And that's what's And I mean, that's what is happening in all the companies. Others are just in staying in those companies of yours just as they look for other greener pastures out there, as they apply for other jobs out there. Why? Because you fail to make your environment friendly. So here is another video that you need to check out, and I think it's the last one. Check this one out and then tell me what you think.
Unemployment is an amazing experience when you have savings. Unemployment, on the other hand, is a horrible experience when you don't have savings. You meet a guy and you think that this is the man of your dreams, and he tells you that we will get through this, and if you need help in any way, just let me know. If you need rent, all of that sweet stuff. And somewhere along the line, he decides to choose himself, and you're left alone again. And this is now my second phase of being unemployed, but now the second one, I have zero savings. It makes you realize that the people who are actually going to come through for you are not your relatives. They're people you have met along the way, people who don't really owe you anything. And it also makes you see characters you didn't know in your relatives. Okay, I'll say traits in people you thought were very close to your heart. And it really makes you question what will happen if this is someone who is not related to me in any way. But then again, remember, the people who are actually coming through for you are the people who are not related to you in any way. You just met while you are all doing life, It's been tough, and I think I'm creating this video to remind myself in 5 months, because I know in 5 months I will be in a better place and I will be doing okay. I'll be better, and everything I had journaled by the start of the year will have come to pass. But as of now, this is where I'm at, and it's tough. It really is. But I know things will be okay, and asking for help is a form of strength. So yeah.
So let me know what you think about that statement that she made. Especially, she has really touched or talked on very crucial areas. Especially, she has just mentioned that people who are going to come through for you, or people who are going to help you, they are not your relatives. They cannot be your family members. Why? Because, okay, I mean, you can say what you want to say, it's okay, but just be unemployed. Just be unemployed. Try to call. I believe if you have a family, try to call someone. Call your brother, call your sister, call your cousin, call your uncle, call your, I don't know who and who. Try to call them, give them a call. Just, you'll get to hear the feedback, how they are going to respond to you. So, I mean, people who are going to help you, they are not your people from your family. They are not your family members. They are not your relatives. They are just strangers, people who you just met along the way, you see. So that's why now networking comes in. Make sure you network. I'll tell you this for sure. Never waste time with, I mean, family is good, family is okay, family is this and that. We all need a family, we all need a home. But now when it gets to professional, please, let's prioritize our family as much as our network. I don't know if you understand me really. Let's prioritize our family and our network as at the same time. If you only prioritize your family, I mean in terms of job, in terms of them helping you in one way or the other, then you're going to be frustrated. Just let the family come in when you already have something. In fact, I can go beyond and tell you that prioritize your network. Why? Your network are the people who you connect with each and every single day. These are people you're going to tell boldly, hey bro, Sai, I don't have a job. Hey sis, right now I don't have a job. Please, have you had any opportunity, or let me know once an opportunity arises. Those are the people you're going to have such a conversation with. But if you prioritize your family, are you going to call your brother, hey bro, look for me a job. Hey uncle, look for me a job. Hey, this and that. I'm unemployed. You think they are really going to help you? If you think so, try. Give them a call even right now. Tell them hauna job. Then come back and type the feedback on what they told you. For sure, I'll tell you to prioritize your network. Make sure you create a very, very strong network. These are the people who are going to help you. They are not the people you know. They are not people from your home village. These are just the people you met along the way. Maybe at an event, maybe at church, you know, maybe at the streets. Such a people are precious people that we need to prioritize, because they are the ones who are going to help us. Yeah. And if you think your family will help you, try to call your family. Hey, I haven't paid the rent for this month. Maybe they can send you today. What about tomorrow? What about the other day? What about the other month? No. But if you have a network, this one can help you today. Another one can help you tomorrow. As you also look to be stable, that's stability. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. So she just mentioned about relative not helping you in any ways whatsoever. And you know what? Here, when it comes to black tax, just get to forget about it, because this is all about from the family members. You know, if they are not willing to help you, personally, I have a personal story about someone who is very close to me, who kept on frustrating me for a while. And it's just a family member until strangers came through for me. So that's why, with no fear of contradiction, I'm saying prioritize your network. That friend of yours who calls sometimes. And also be mindful on what kind of friends are you making. Don't have a friend who calls you every day and tells you, oh, let's go for some shot, let's go drink, let's go do this and that. No. Be mindful of what kind of friends that you have. Have a friend with value. No, this one, if I call this one, he will help me in this area. If I call this one, he'll be able to help me from this area. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, it's really so painful that there are no jobs in Kenya. However, you can create job. You can create a job if you want. But now, before you creating a job, you really need to think about it. how are you going to create a job, and who are you going to create a job for? So I think it's a very, very deep conversation, which we cannot even end right now. But for now, make sure you just keep on staying tuned, subscribe if you haven't, and also share this video for people to get to listen to such a kind of stories. Let's give people hope. And in the end of the day, all of us will just become a family and create a network, even in this platform, whereby we'll be able to be coming through for someone. It's not all about updates, ladies and gentlemen. It's all about building the relationship. Hit me up on the comment section and let's see how we can collaborate together, how we can help together, how we can start building a family together. So for now, I think I want to appreciate you for joining all through. See you again next time.